Okay guys, making that video that I promised yesterday on my new build. I'm going to warn you guys right now, I'm kind of congested. I'm having a hard time breathing, so I'm probably going to be sniffling and sneezing through this. And I also wanted to point out that there is no wood on this gun. I know a lot of you guys like my wood stuff, and I mean I like it too, but I wanted to try to make something a little more tactical with this gun. So most of the fabricating I did was from metal, and there's a little bit of PVC in there. The gun I started with was my G96, the gas boneyard gun that I got from Evike for 90 bucks, I think. That actually functioned. It just had the barrel installed upside down. That's the second gun I've gotten like that, by the way. Anyways, the first thing I did was cut off the stock. That made this whole, I mean, I think it's kind of a tactical looking stock. I used the original butt plate, I used the original cheek rest, and then the rest of it's just parts that I had laying around. M4 buffer tube. This is actually a scope ring mount. Just like a, I guess like a weaver attachment for a barrel that clamps on. So, and then this is just some metal piping that I had. I filled it in with epoxy putty here, and then JB welded it since I don't have access to a real welder. Did the same thing here, and then ran this bolt all the way through it to actually help reinforce it even more. So it is strong. I'm not worried about it breaking. The stock does adjust in and out, and the cheek rest will adjust. And then I kept the folding feature of the stock also. The next main part of this mod was the pistol grip. I literally cut off the stock trigger guard and stock pistol since they were integrated into this. It was all molded as one piece. By doing that, I ended up having to make a little plate for to cover up my cut mark here, and then fabricated this trigger guard and this mounting, I guess mounting block I would call it. They're both made out of aluminum, and they're on there nice and solid. And to that I can attach any M4 style pistol grip that I want. Obviously, to keep it tactical, I wanted to go with the PSG-1 style. I mean, this is the best looking grip I think you can put on a sniper rifle. Up front, I made this barrel shroud for it. This is out of PVC. I routed some grooves in it that I could mount rails to and put on like a, an infrared PEC box or whatnot. I don't really know if I will use these rails at all. They just don't really seem necessary, but did it for looks, because it does have this mount for a bipod. I got the bipod on here from my Galatz right now. At the front, this is just a stock flash hider, and I am going to change this. I found one by Surefire that I really like the style of. They want $189 for it, which I'm obviously not going to pay for in airsoft. So I'm going to try to replicate that myself. Again, I'm going to try to make it out of metal. I don't really have metalworking tools, but I want to try it. Push myself a little bit. I did buy this scope specifically for this gun. I want to get, since this top rail is a 10mm, not a 20mm, I need an adapter for it. This is the only scope mount that I have that will fit right now. But I bought the canter mount for it. I just got to get a shorter. This one's like 3/4 inches of an inch high. It makes the scope stand up too tall. So I got to get an adapter for it, and then I'll put that on there. And then this is that sunshade that I bought. I have an unboxing video of that. Evidently 50mm does not always mean 50mm. As you can see, it does not fit this scope right. I have to slip it over the top. It is locked on there, but that's definitely not the way it's supposed to be. A couple things I want to do to this gun still. I think I'm going to keep following this. I'm going to extend this line all the way around and follow the contour basically of the gun. And then I was actually looking at maybe doing some fluting on the bolt itself, since the barrel has this nice fluting effect to it. So those will be a couple things I want to do down the road. The other thing I want to do is I want to change the, sorry about that blur, I want to change the paint color of it. A lot of the people seem to like the black. I'm not fully crazy about it. I mean, I don't mind it, but I just think it needs some color. It's too much black. So I'm going to ask your guys' opinion on that. Go ahead and leave comments about what you would like to see. I was actually thinking maybe even a camo paint job like an ATAC. Stuff I've never done before, but not afraid to try it. The worst that can happen is you end up repainting the whole gun. If you don't try things, you can't end up with stuff like this, right? Anyways, there's my latest video, guys. Again, I apologize about being sick. Hopefully I'll get over this thing soon. Thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate it.